Hello and welcome back to the next installment of our Blueprint series, Wow Words No Work. And in this one, we are doing the Matford Park Crankshaft. And you can see it all right here. It is an Insanity Ride skin, and then it has a windmill on the side, just to kind of add a little bit more to it. And this one's a little bit more complex than the Matford Park Carousel, and that is because this is actually over 4,000 pieces, so we had to do two blueprints, but it is quite the blueprint. You can see I have it set up here so that it can be flat across a path, which makes it pretty easy to set up. And if you're just interested in the windmill portion, without any of this building or anything else around, I do have that as well. I made it so the Q one, the one that we have here, actually has the Q go through it. The standalone does not have that. It doesn't have anything in the inside, so there is that available on the Steam Workshop as well. And we'll make sure that these links are in the description, so if you are interested in downloading these, it is for the PC version and not the console version, so I do apologize for that, but there's nothing I can do about it because I only have the PC version. So anyway, to set up, it's honestly, I don't think it's that difficult to get it set up, so let's go ahead, let's pull up the HUD. We're going to set it up right in this area over here. And now there are a few things, because it is over 4,000. Like I said, it's a little bit more complex than the other one. This one is just named Crankshaft Part 1 for Insanity, and then Crankshaft Part 2. And we're just going to go ahead and click on this. And first part is fairly simple. So once we get it out here, we are just going to go ahead and sink this into the ground. And it's certainly up to you how deep you want to go. I like to originally line it up with these wood pieces. They should be just above the ground. But then we also have our setup guide over here. And I find it easier if you just use the world axes to start out. And what we're going to do, since I already kind of moved it a little bit, you keep an eye on the wooden pieces here. Those should just be touching the ground. And actually, I'm looking at the wrong one here. I recommend doing it on this one because it's a little bit easier. And again, don't worry about where you're placing it. You want it to be out in the open until we get everything set up. So we just don't want any shadow underneath there. So that should be fine. And if you come back over here, you should see we have everything showing up here. So we got these iron pieces and all that showing around. So that is looking pretty good. So there we go. And then we go ahead and we got our second blueprint here, and we're going to do the same thing. Still make sure we're on the world axis, and we're going to go ahead and sink it down. So we know the concrete is our base structure, so we want that to be just above, and we're just going to kind of sink that in. Now we know that the concrete's actually going to go right through the middle there, so that's going to be our initial alignment here. And we also know that these iron beams are going to go perfectly in the middle, so we should be able to get a pretty good shot there to get everything set up. Now, the one nice thing is these should line up for us. So you can see that I have it a little bit off, which that's okay, so we'll just go ahead and get that. They don't need to be perfect either, which is kind of nice. We will do our best to get it as close as we can, but if we can't, oh well. We'll go ahead and we'll get this one. Yeah, that's not gonna quite work for us, but that's alright. Not just because of the way the game is made. So it's a little off, that's fine. And then this guy is actually like perfect on. So that is good. And then we can just take a quick look around. And I am in the free look mode currently because it is a little bit easier for me to navigate while I'm putting all this stuff in. You can see the everything is looking good so far, and everything seemed to have lined up. So let's go ahead and we will place that. And now that we got everything placed, we can go ahead and select everything here, and we don't want this stuff out here. And we can move this. So then that will make it so that we can go ahead and rotate it however we want. We don't want it to, if we don't want it to be on stuff like that, that is fine. So let's go ahead and place this one on an angle this way. I do recommend having it all in flat terrain because that is just going to make it much easier for you. And again, once you have it all set up like this, that you can move it all around in one piece, you can change the terrain level on it and just move it up and down. That makes it very simple. So let's go ahead and place this down. So now we got it moved around a little bit, and so now the most difficult part of all of it is the path work. And if you had Matford Park Carousel, or you just kind of scoured through that video, you notice I had some cones in there because it needed to be very precise on where everything was placed. This is not the case here. We can just kind of pretty much freehand this all the way through. So we're going to go through our paths here, and first thing we're going to take care of is the queue up to a certain point. So we'll go ahead. I don't care about path supports all that much, but I turn everything else off for the queue. And then I built this with the standard asphalt path. You can use whatever one you want, but we do want it to be the biggest width for the beginning. I do also like to leave the angle snap on for this portion. We will turn that off in a little bit. But once we get that first piece up and it is to the full width, just go ahead and we're going to make 2 until it comes out here. And it's going to look wrong because it is wrong. But that is all in... Whoa. Whoa. But that all sorts itself out here. So you can see we got everything all set up here. This is hidden nicely. You got a little bit here, but that's fine. There's going to be some of that. I don't think that's that important to worry about. But now you can go ahead and delete back, and we can go down to the bottom. So everything is looking real nice here. And we are getting in there pretty good. There was a little bit of gap up here, so I didn't align it all that well, but again, I don't think it's all that important. If you do have any gaps, you can certainly go back and fix it again, but we're not going to worry about that. The other thing that you can do, if you see that you have a gap like coming on this side of the path, which actually, let's see if we even get, we had anything coming through in the backside. No, nothing crazy. But if you, once you get this piece, if you go ahead and do a select by grid down here, and then start building your, oh, what did I click on? Let's try this again. Select grid, form me under path. Nope. Okay. Anyway, if you just kind of build out here like I did originally, you can go back in here and delete this piece, and then do one piece out to here by holding control so it doesn't connect up, and then reconnecting it that way, and it'll hide it all perfectly for you. So just so you know, that's probably the trickiest part of this whole thing, because then once we get this going out here, we start to get crazy. So this is going to be our priority path, so we don't want to worry about that. And really, at this point, we are going to go through and just hit all the corners with the smallest cube. So we go and put that on 7. We don't really worry about that. And we're actually, I probably can expand this out one more. And that'll hide itself eventually when we're done, because we just do that. So if we hold control, let's actually get down into the building here. So if we hold control, we're just going to kind of line it up as best we can. And honestly, this is going to show a little weird because I have angle snap on. So again, this doesn't really need to be all that good. We can hold control again. We'll get out here. And we can put this guy in the barrel because once we connect everything, that's all going to disappear. It's going to curve around real nice. And we can get this guy in here. We can get a guy in here. You can also make a path that goes through here. I left that open if you want to do that. That's certainly up to you. And then this, we just kind of work our way around as best we can. And you can see I did go a little bit low. A little bit too low, oddly enough. But that's okay. That shouldn't be too difficult to fix. And we can, let's actually go back a piece here. Let's get our corner in here. We'll get another corner in here. We can get another corner in here. And then these are going to be a little bit more challenging. So here you're gonna put one all the way in the side here and kind of come back here a little bit. And at this point we're gonna go back and connect everything. So that connected real nice there. This will connect here. You can just kind of guide it around. Guide it all nice around. And this guy's going to be a little bit of an annoyance. But that's alright. There we go. Got him in there. We do have to fix that a little bit, but of the things that could go wrong in a blueprint where you place it like this, I will gladly take that. We'll get this going in here. We've got to make sure we connect to the right portion of this. And then we come back around here. Connect up there. And everything is just all nice and hidden, which is really good to see that we don't need to worry about any of that. And then we connect up all perfectly. So now for that, I would leave you with that. So there is going to be this weird turn thing where no one's going to walk over here. That is perfectly fine. We're not going to worry about that too much. And then our exit path is very simple. So basically what you do, you get that, you get your angle snap on, you go ahead and build one out, go down one, bring him up. We're going to select grid, select it, bring him over here. We're going to go out to this, and I know that looks wrong, but that's because once we go and deselect the grid, we can get it back to normal there. And then I'm going to build this out one. Just continue building out around here. And we do not want that to happen. So there we go. We got our stairs. We got that all done up nicely. We can also bring this out here. Now, I personally don't like that it connects like that, so I just do it this way, and I will eventually annoy the gods of Plinko and kind of get it all set up on my own there. And all is well. So then this can go out around. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want on this side. Whether you want to keep it close or not, that's fine. And then really, we just had this one piece, and if you set this up properly, this will not be an issue. But you know, it's a problem. So there are some concrete slabs here. We want to grab this one as well. So we got two. We probably need one here. And you just kind of raise it up a little bit to cover it all in. And I missed this guy over here. So even this isn't all that annoying to do. I mean, you don't want to have to do it, but it, you know, with a blueprint like this, it's bound to happen. So we get that all set up, and everything is looking wonderful. We got it all arranged here. We can go ahead and start deleting these. Oh, I didn't mean to. I wanted to delete the whole building. You don't need to worry about that. You can delete the whole building. They're set in their own specific buildings, so you're not going to delete anything you don't want to delete, which is nice. And then we just have the priority pass yet. And I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, connect entrance. That's something we need to do. Should be pretty simple. I like to make this full. And then because we did a... because we did the... what's it called? The grid. This kind of lines up perfectly. It does kind of hide that piece of wood, so you can fix that if you want. I wasn't that concerned about it. At least not yet on my part, so yeah, that's a thing. And then the priority pass. We just need to go in here to our settings, enable the priority pass. So the entrance is going to come out, and there's no way around it. These green things are in the way all the time. Nothing we can do about it. And then this guy should fit in here. Let's see. He's gonna be a little bit in there, but that's fine too. That's an easy fix if you wanna mess around with that. But then our paths, just kind of make this a small width. Whoa, that was crazy. Get this guy in as close as you can. You probably don't want to have him there. And again, it doesn't really matter. You just don't want to go too crazy here. And you are all set. We can go ahead and connect this guy. Where is our... oh, you're going the wrong way. It's good we didn't just connect that. And there we go. The crankshaft for Manford Park is all set up and ready for you to go. This thing is going to have a good prestige rating for your park, and we should see that here shortly. Actually, we won't see it because I'm in sandbox mode, so you'll just have to trust me on that. It's got a custom sequence in there too, so it's visually appealing. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this blueprint. If you have any feedback, please let me know. You can see, holy cow, look at all these people coming. Look at all these chickens. Just flourishing through. And it is, you know, I think it turned out well. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you really enjoyed it, make sure to leave a rating on the Steam Workshop. And hopefully we're going to see some more blueprints coming out of here soon. Technically you get 3 out of this one because of the main ride, the windmill for the queue, and then the windmill standalone, which you didn't see here otherwise. But wow, this is jam-packed already. That is quite the line too. And let's see how good they're staying away from things. They are certainly doing pretty good. They're not walking through anything really. which is exciting because we're just going to walk right through everyone ourselves. But yeah, everyone just kind of doing about their business, and it is all good to go. So again, thanks for watching. Please make sure to leave any feedback in the comment section. And if you want to see some more awesome blueprints like this, please make sure to let me know and leave a like on the video again. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later!